One of the big announcements in Chancellor Rishi Sunak's budget was that income tax thresholds are going to be frozen from next year. It's one measure that will raise some money towards clawing back some of the £407 billion that has been spent by the government during the pandemic. But what will the freeze mean for your take-home pay? Here's what's going to happen. In April 2022, the personal allowance, that's the amount you can earn without paying any tax at all, will go up slightly from £12,500 to £12,570. The threshold at which people pay the higher tax rate of 40% will also go up a bit from £50,000 to £50,270. But after that, these thresholds will be frozen for 4 years until April 2026. In his budget statement, the Chancellor said,
"Nobody's take-home pay will be less than it is now as a result of this policy." But I want to be clear with all members that this policy does remove the incremental benefit created had thresholds continued to increase with inflation.
What does that mean? Well, it depends on how much you're earning at the moment. For example, say you're earning just below the amount covered by the tax-free personal allowance, which will be frozen at £12,570 between 2022 and 2026. If your pay continues to increase by more than inflation while the tax threshold stays frozen, it could tip you over your personal allowance, meaning you'll start to pay tax for the first time. At the higher end, if your salary is close to the higher tax threshold of £50,270, future pay rises could tip you into paying some of your tax at the higher rate. The Office for Budget Responsibility, the independent body which keeps a check on the UK's public finances, forecasts that the move to freeze the income tax personal allowance and higher rate threshold between 2022 and 2026 will mean 1.3 million people will start paying tax for the first time, as their income will exceed the tax-free personal allowance and create 1 million higher rate taxpayers by 2025 and 2026.